Let's harness the power of search engine optimization to help you get organic traffic to your sales page. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it means how people find you in a Google search. Can people find you in a Google search? So you have to start thinking like how people Google. What pain points are they Googling about? What results are they Googling about? What types of courses are they Googling about? And then take that language and kind of sprinkle it on your sales page. So the goal is to try to snag some of the bigger keywords, like, for example, I have my course, Stop Emotional Eating. So I'd want to rank for anybody that Googles emotional eating. But that's a very big category. So I can try to add words onto it and try to rank for those. For example, stop emotional eating or stop emotional eating course, things like that. So if you can't get the big cojones keywords, try to go for the smaller ones. A very important place to make sure you have your most important keywords is your URL. The thing at the top of your page that is the link that you give people to find you. Google really values the words that you use in your URL and uses that as a signal to know if that's what your course is about. So make sure you put your main course topic in your URL. So as you can see, I have broken heart recovery, anxiety cure. I have a course, Manage and Avoid Drama Llamas, which I get a lot of keywords on drama llamas, but for the URL, I chose toxic people to try to rank for that. Sometimes you try to double dip. You try to get more than one keyword. Stop emotional eating, that is my URL, but I try to double dip and I try to rank for things like binge eating or overeating or stress eating, which I'll show you coming up how I do that on my sales page. But as you can see, all of my URLs make sure to have the most important keywords, which is the course name, in the URL wording. So here's some good news. What makes for strong SEO also makes for strong copywriting, strong sales page copy. You want to put your keywords in the very first headline on your sales page, what's called H1. You want to have a nice, bold headline. Now, this helps you not only for SEO, but with your sales. It's a way to make sure that when people land on your page, you get their attention right away and you hopefully keep them reading, scrolling. So it's both rewarding for SEO and for marketing to make sure that you have your keywords in the headline and be very clear and direct about what your sales page is about. And you're also going to want to put nice, juicy keywords in your subheads. Thinking about the benefits and slip them into your subheads as well. These are often called H2 and H3 headlines, and I'll be talking about those coming up. So here's my sales page for Broken Heart Recovery. I use a WordPress theme called Thrive Theme. And you can see that where the text dropdown is, I picked heading 1. And my heading 1, my H1, says struggling with a broken heart, get results proven step-by-step process to heal, break patterns, date smart, and move on to a happier future. So within the first 4 or 5 words, I have broken heart. And I'm trying to rank for broken heart recovery course, all of those things. Now you see the subhead. If you look up top where it says text, my drop down is on heading 2. So I have time alone does not heal heartbreak. I'm happy to rank for heal heartbreak and all of those other things. Breakup is it. Now, you don't want to talk so stiffly in your headlines and subheadlines that it doesn't have that magic. But just make sure you sprinkle some good keywords in there. So heal from heartbreak is very important for me. Now, all throughout my sales page, I have various H2s and H3s. You can only have one H1 per sales page. And so here's an example of an H3. I talk about researching divorce and breakups and mend heart. So I can rank for those things. And also, the more Google sees that there's a lot of words that are related words on a topic, the more they believe that your page is about broken heart recovery. If they know what similar words are, and that's even something you can select in the back end. They ask you for synonyms and things like that. So I fill up my sales page with lots of related type words, not just my main broken heart recovery keywords. So here's another H2. You can see the text area, the drop down says heading 2. And this is a very sneaky good point that I'm about to give you here. A lot of people just write, this is above my video, by the way. A lot of people just write, watch a course summary. Now, this is a headline. This is an opportunity to send some like keyword juju out into the world. So I make sure to put keywords there, not just say watch a course summary, watch a broken heart recovery course summary. So I get a little SEO magic happening for my H2. Now here's an H3. This is the headline I put above my video testimonials. Now it could just be very plain and say, watch student testimonial, or, the person's name and then what they say. But I sneak in my keywords, broken heart recovery student testimonial, so I can rank for broken heart recovery. Search engine optimization is not just about words, but also images. And a lot of people forget about this. You have to put your keywords in the tag in the back end of your images. So here's my back end, my media library. And this is just a random image from one of my sales page. This time I'm choosing stop emotional eating. And you can see my alt text says stop emotional eating. My title says stop emotional eating. Actually, I think I have video course. I'm trying to rank for a course. If somebody is Googling stop emotional eating course, that I hopefully come up. And in the back end, this is my back end for stop emotional eating. It has an area for the title, and I make sure I put stop emotional eating back there. And there's my URL, nicely, juiced up with the word stop emotional eating. Here's more of my back end. So I have my SEO title, Stop Emotional Eating, Simple Video Tools to Stop Binge Eating. As mentioned, I'm also trying to rank for binge eating, so I put that into the title. And then my meta description is turn your diet into a do-it. A little bit of trivia. This course used to be called the Do It Program, but the Do It program didn't do it for me as far as search engine optimization. It wasn't clear. The whole idea was turn your diet into a do it, which was clever, kind of, wording wise, but stupid SEO wise. So I changed the course title to Stop Emotional Eating. So my second sentence says stop emotional eating. This video course retrains your brain to crave healthier food with psychological tools. Now, people see your meta description in the Google search. So if you're lucky enough to rank for the keyword, what happens is Google will show them your meta description, and then they decide if they want to click and come to your page. So you have to, make sure your meta description sparkles and has some charisma, so they'll want to click. So that's where I added like a little extra, flavor to the wording around it. Now, I'm very proud to say that I rank in a Google search for Stop Emotional Eating course. As you can see, the first two are ads, the first couple up there. So they always put ads ahead of organic, SEO stuff. So that I can't help. But the first actual non-ad is for nationaleatingdisorders.org, which is hard to compete with because their entire site is about things like emotional eating. So Google prioritizes that to go above me. But there I am. I'm the second non-ad for Stop Emotional Eating course. And there's my meta description, and there's the SEO title. Everything I just showed you from my back end is what people see if they discover it in a Google search. And hopefully, the writing, the little sparkle in the writing gets them to click and come to my sales page. So here's my above the fold for this course. It does say Stop Emotional Eating video course in the line above, turn your diet into a do it. And then I have binge eating and emotional eating, stop emotional eating in the copy above the fold. And look here, I also am ranking for Stop Binge Eating course. As you can see, I'm on the first page, which is quite an accomplishment. So people also can find me if they're searching Stop Binge Eating. Again, I slip in my keywords above the video. Instead of just saying, watch a course summary, I say, watch a Stop Emotional Eating course summary. So I signal Google, hey, the sales page, it's about Stop Emotional Eating. And here's another headline area where I say, stop numbing your feelings with food. People Google that if they're trying to stop numbing their feelings with food. And here's my mention of binge eating, which I'm also trying to rank for. And you see this lovely piece of real estate above each of my student testimonial videos. I have a headline, and I made sure to sneak in the words, Stop Emotional Eating student testimonial, instead of just saying student testimonial, which gets me nothing for SEO. I kind of, sprinkle in Stop Emotional Eating, and thereby I'm sending signals to Google. This page is about Stop Emotional Eating, and Google's going, okay, let's consider ranking you. Here's another headline, which includes the words emotional eating training, and then my body copy. My body copy also has to be peppered with words around emotional eating, which this does. Unhealthy eating patterns is there, and a lot of things like I mentioned nutritionists. And the more that Google really believes that a lot of your wording is about the topic of your keyword, the more they're also going to consider having you rank. And also you need a high domain authority site, which you have to build over time, and backlinks. It's not just about keywords, but I will mention some of that coming up. But for now, I'm just going to say sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle with keywords and related keywords all over your page in a way that isn't keyword stuffing, just the right amount. Where it doesn't look like you're trying too hard, because Google will punish you if it looks like you're going overboard. Another important part of strong SEO for your sales page is getting backlinks from other sites to your sales page, and then creating internal links from your blog to your sales page. So here's an example from my blog. I write a lot of health articles on my website. It's an interest of mine. I wrote a longevity book. This is an area of mine, is health. So it's very easy and fun for me and interesting for me to write articles on health. And whenever I do write an article on health, I always link to my Stop Emotional Eating course, because really, that's a course on how to be healthier. That's one of the promises of it is, you eat more healthy when you're not emotionally eating. So I link from this article, this one's about diabetes, to my Stop Emotional Eating course. It has an internal link. And then here are some examples of backlinks from other sites to my Stop Emotional Eating sales page. You can get them yourself you can guest post an essay that's on a related topic to your course on other sites. You can do podcasts, interviews, Q&As, and there's even some PR services that you can hire to plant articles on other sites that have backlinks to your sales page. And that backlink energy helps your SEO. The more backlinks to your sales page, the more you're signaling to Google that your sales page matters, that it's important. And here's a very, very helpful tip. If you are a columnist or a guest writer on another website, your instinct might be to have a link to your main site, like imnotsalmon.com. But it's actually better SEO-wise if you send them to a specific sales page. So here I was a columnist for Oprah about relationships. And at that point, my book was new, Prince Harming Syndrome. So I had Oprah.com link directly to my Prince Harming Syndrome sales page. So I was sending Oprah level energy to my sales page for Prince Harming Syndrome. Also, the bigger the website that has a backlink to you, the bigger the energy, the bigger the message to Google. Okay, this sales page really matters because Oprah.com is sending energy to it. So you should look for websites that have high domain authority like Oprah.com, or big sites, try to get on Mind Body Green or Elephant Journal. You try to get your articles planted on the bigger sites because those send better backlink juju to your sales page.